Oh, you know what? Sometimes just everything breaks. That's how things be sometime. That's okay. Because today's day 192 of Office Hours. Office Hours. That's the Five Nation check-in across all of the fandoms. We're talking about 2 million people over at youtube.com/scamschool, 1.7 million over at youtube.com/modernrogue, x.com/wood, over 1 million followers, and we sneak in with all them crazy suits over in, LinkedIn land. But of course, the only ones we care about are the elite ones, the hardest of the hardcores, the Diamond Club. They get to flash this sigil. Look at that. There's a little reminder of the real ones. The only people I care about in the entire world, don't tell my family, are the Diamond Club, and you can be among them. All you got to do is join us every single day and think about us the rest of the time. That's all. Not asking for too much. But the important part is, man, oh man, did everything break? You'll notice down here, you're not going to see a whole bunch, everybody in the Modern Rogue chat. Sorry, guys. For some reason, it's not showing up. But that's okay. Oh, there we go. Finally, I could do the right thing. Here, there we go. Aha, behold. Finally, we get started on the thing. Here, let me give people a fighting chance on that one. All right, guys. We're going to do an emergency title and thumbnail meeting. We're going to troubleshoot exactly what went wrong with a bunch of this setup stuff, but we'll get to all that. For right now, we got a job to do, people. Look, robots are taking over the entire world. And by taking over the entire world, I mean, that's right, finally, the supremacy of Scam Nation has taken down the Modern Rogue Empire. Sorry, guys. Look, we got to learn how to protect ourselves from deceptions. That means we got to go to the gym. Not the actual gym. Working out, that's gross. I mean the ideological gym, the psychological gym. We need to learn and remind ourselves of all the tools of deception that all the cognitive biases that control our minds. Only then will we be able to recognize the rhythms of scammers. Because guess what, man? When the robots get to scamming, they're going to be very, very good indeed. I suggest that they're going to be as good as humans. Well, no, I guess they're going to be better than humans, just like everything else. All right, guys, today we're checking in on 2 classic bar scams that you can do at any pool hall. These are classic bets. This one was also shot at the Department of Spontaneous Combustion, and it's a good one. We'll be back, and then we'll attack all the problems of the day. Here we go, beautiful people.
This week, a collection of pool hall favorites. This scamtacular episode of Scam School brought to you by Squarespace
And Netflix.
Yeah! Yeah, motherfuckers! I couldn't stop your newborn babies!
Oh, hello. Welcome to Scam School, the only show dedicated to social engineering at the bar and on the street. I'm your host, Brian Brushwood, and when you're at the pool hall, you can never have enough pool tricks up your sleeve. To that extent, we give you a collection of pool hall favorites. Gentlemen, what's going on? I'm Brian. What's your name?
Sushi.
Sushi and?
David.
David, what do you say, guys? You want to play some pool?
Of course. Yeah.
8 ball?
Yeah. Sure.
All right, let's go. We haven't even started talking money yet.
Nice.
Come on! Ah, come on. Totally bricked it. Nice. Yeah, that didn't go so hot. All right, so it appears that we're both evenly matched, which is to say we're both terrible at pool. However, I am going to say that I am slightly less worse than you guys. So much less worse that I'm going to say I bet for the rest of the game, you 2 lazy bastards aren't going to sink a single ball. I'll even let both of you go. 2 turns for my every one. You're not going to finish a single ball for the rest of the game.
You're on. You're on.
$10. Fair enough?
Fair enough.
All right, dude. Here we go. Congratulations, you guys won the game. But I win the $10. All right, I'll tell you what, I'm not going to totally screw you. I'm going to give you a chance to go double or nothing and win your money back after we thank the people who make Scam School possible. let's talk about Squarespace because it's finally here. The Squarespace.
All right, I still need to know what this song is. Here, you guys try to Shazam this song.
On the go, post and edit blog entries. You can upload pictures on the fly, manage your content, preview your updates, access your site statistics, and it's all seamlessly integrated with your iPhone. I'm telling you, you don't even need a computer anymore. You can blog from the bar and claim you're working and kind of be telling the truth. Now here's the thing, you know everybody's moving over to Squarespace. It's no secret, they've got the best system around and everybody knows it. The only question is, whose promo code are you using?
Oh yeah, it just came back. It's Darude Sandstorm. Thank you very much, Kurvenderiku. Nicely done. Make sure to use promo code ROGUE if you use Squarespace, but also, SaaSpocalypse is real.
All one word. Head on over there, sign up now, make America proud. Make your mom proud. Hell, make me proud. All right, now that's obviously a pretty cheesy gag. That's a good one, though, to mess with your friends if you play pool regularly, right? I don't expect you to actually fork over the dough just yet. I plan to earn it. And for that, let me show you guys a pool hall stunt with the dot that's on the pool table, but there isn't a dot here. So let's use George Washington. You're down 10, technically. We'll make this for 20 bucks, all right? I'm gonna show you the stunt. All right, so here's the game. You want to knock out that ball and have the dime land touching anywhere in George Washington's little circle there. If it's touching, you win. If it's not touching, you lose. There you go. So that's a winner right there on the nosy. And I tell you what, just so you don't think that it's luck, because you may see it once and think, oh, that's just luck. I'm going to prove that it's skill by doing it twice in a row. There it is, 2 for 2. So here's the thing, I'm even going to give you 3 chances. You guys could divvy them up or just elect one representative. If you can get it 2 times out of 3, I give you, in fact, I wouldn't even go double or nothing, because I would just have you back to 0. We'll just make it a $20 bet from now. You're already down 10, I'm going to give you that 10 back, and instead you can win 20 and come out ahead, or you just go from 10 to 20 that you owe me.
Okay.
You down?
Yeah, I'm down.
All right. And you know what, I'm not going to mess with you at all. I'm going to make sure we use the same equipment so you don't think I'm using any kind of trick ball. There you go. Who's going to go first?
I'll go first.
All right, Dave. Show me what you got. Oh. I'm gonna say you got pretty lucky there. You going to go again?
Sure, taking 3.
20 bucks for Brian. Now, you guys know Scam School, so you probably guessed by now that skill had very little to do with this. And I'll tell you how to pull this off, but first we got to think.
Wait a tick. Who's playing? Has this been going the entire time? Where's this sound coming from? Has this been going the entire time? What is going on? Has this been going the entire time? Oh no, recursive. I told you a lot of things broke, guys. It's been a minute. Recursive. I told you a lot of things broke, guys. Weird. This says hello. Weird. Oh yes. How strange, strange. Oh yes. How strange. It says it's strange. Oh yeah. Well, and now it says muted, but it says unmuted. Well, and now it says muted, but now it says unmuted, but it says unmuted. Well, and now it says muted. Where? How weird. Oh, I think it happened when I started to do desktop capture of this one. Oh, I think it happened when I started to do desktop capture of this one. Oh. Ahoy. No, I don't see any audio coming in. What? No, I don't see any audio coming in. This is so trippy. I don't see any audio coming in. This is so trippy. Here, look, this is a moment, guys. This is so trippy. Here, look, this is a moment, guys. Oh no, and now that's blocked. Isn't that unfortunate? Oh no, and now that's blocked. Isn't that unfortunate? It is unfortunate. And now that's blocked. I don't have anything positioned in the normal place. Unfortunate. Okay, so let me try killing this. In the normal place. Is it still going? Okay, so let me try killing this. The Norval place. How strange! I can't see where it's playing from. Killing this. How strange! This tab is playing audio, but it says mute. How strange! This tab is playing audio, but there. Okay, so it stopped, but I don't know. Is it doing it again? What a weird glitch! It said that. Okay, so what happened was. This guy was Restream. Here, I'll show you down here. Restream swore that the mute was on, but was just randomly just playing audio. So odd. Okay, back to this. Here, we'll go back a little bit.
You gonna go again?
Sure, take 3.
20 bucks for Brian. Now, you guys know Scam School, so you probably guessed by now that skill had very little to do with this. And I'll tell you how to pull this off, but first we gotta thank more people who make Scam School possible.
Another sponsor already?
All right, guys, we are back with another lesson in our graduate level course of scamology through the use of Netflix. This week, I want you to check out Leverage Seasons 1 and 2 using the Netflix instant streaming feature. You know I'm a huge fan of this part of Netflix. Love the show. You're going to be able to see a whole bunch of pickpocketing, scams, cons, and I'm partial to it because I got to meet Apollo Robbins, the creative consultant who provides all of the how-to for the criminal parts of the show. You guys are going to have a blast. If you don't have Netflix, here's what you're going to do. Head on over to www.netflix.com/scamschool and sign up for your free, no-risk, 2-week free trial. Make sure to type the wwws at the beginning of the URL. They're just as important as the Scam School at the end.
Hey, look at that. I got some version of the chat on there. All right, now we're good.
All right, so here's the work on this thing. The actual stunt itself, you can do this so many different ways. You can do it just as a demonstration of your pool skills. If you just want to do it straight like that, all you got to do is take a dime and put it right on top of the ball. Now, by the way, usually there'll be a very small, about the size of a 50-cent piece or a quarter, a little circle right here in the middle of the table. This one didn't happen to have it, so I had to improvise. So I just grabbed a $1 bill. And of course, this is slightly bigger a target, which makes it more of a risky proposition. And plus, the bill isn't secured. And in that case, that's how you got a little bit lucky. I don't know if you noticed, but you knocked it and the bill actually slid out to catch the dime when it went down. But that's the beauty of this scam, and I'll explain why in a moment. If you just want to do it as a demonstration of your awesomeness, just set the dime right on top of the ball, and what'll happen is that the ball shoots forward, but the dime remains in place and falls right down onto George's face. Just like that. Now that's how it should work, and most of the time it does, but there is an element of randomness to it. Not only do you have the bill shifting around, but you never know how a little bit of spin on the ball could affect things. Sometimes the coin's gonna drop every other way. You can practice and up your percentage of success. But the trick is, how do you screw the other guys off? And this is a case where amazingly, just the tiniest difference in setup, literally only 2 millimeters difference, will mean the difference between success and failure. When you set it up straight like this, the ball is right underneath the center of the dime is directly over the spot. When that ball flies out, it lands right on George's head. But if you set it up slightly different, just push it back a couple of millimeters, what happens is when that initial force knocks the ball forward, there's just enough forward momentum to launch the dime a couple of inches off to where it's able to knock it a couple of inches forward. So obviously you've experienced the getting screwed part, and even then managed to get lucky. But now I'll let you guys set it up yourself. If anyone tries to pull this on you, insist on setting up your own dime on your own ball. Although I guess it's the pool hall's ball. But make sure you're the one who sets up the dime, and make sure that you want it straight up. This is actually, you'll notice, if you get down at eye level, you can see it's a little bit leaning that way. If it's gonna lean anywhere, you want it to lean slightly on this side. Now ideally, you really want it pretty well even there, so that'll drop straight down. Go ahead and try it now. I bet you can do 3 in a row, easy. 1 for 1, look at that, that was beautiful. And you hit on something here. You notice that you don't have to kill it. You don't have to knock it real hard. If you do knock it real hard, you get a little more randomness in there. You want to keep it simple, rely on the physics. Go ahead, let's see if you can go 2 for 2. 2 for 2. Look at that. Come on. Now we're going to make it a clean sweep. Come on. Show me 3, and I'll give you your $20 back. That's what a generous guy I am. Oh! Now you see what happened there. This is part of the reason you want to go for 2 out of 3 instead of being able to do it all the time. If you had the sticker, the circle there on the table, you would have been fine. But because you had the 1 hitting it on the side, moved it. And I tell you what, that was the 1's fault. I'm not going to count it. We'll let Sushi give it a go. Let's see it, Sushi.
Okay.
Hey! Well done. Congratulations, gentlemen. Very good job, David. Very good job.
Thank you.
Jesus, a.k.a. Sushi. Enjoy this one. You guys are going to get some fun out of it. Cool. Now remember, the biggest factor in pulling off any pool hall scam is having the right character. If you're a likable person, people are much more likely to hook you up with a free drink. By the way, if you have any suggestions for favorite bar scams, hit me up at brian@revision3.com. Any questions about this one, join us at the boards at scamschool.tv, where coincidentally you can see all of our episodes right back to episode 1. If you're doing the Twitter thing, you can follow us at twitter.com/scamschool, or better yet, follow my goofy adventures all over the United States at twitter.com/schwood. Next week, we're going to be learning how to get the stink of booze and strippers out of your birthday suit. Although I got to admit, mine smells like magic.
Oh my God. All right, man. Look, guys, this is Kookaburra, but we may have to rethink our whole chat setup on all this stuff. Maybe I'll make a new layout. That's okay, right? We can redesign everything. Yeah, wait a tick. That's really weird. How strange. Let me just kind of crop this. I'll curb stomp your newborn babies. Wow. Brian Brushwood, ladies and gentlemen. Always something with that guy. Oh, interesting. What's going on that this guy doesn't want to show you? What do they not want you to know? Let's see, crop left. There you go. Crop right. Crop bottom. Crop top. Crop top. All right, good enough. This at least gives us something. We're going to be low rent here today, I see. Oh, Endless Tempest says this is terrible for me to have my other monitor. I'm not getting anything done. Yes, good. Office hours, they're working. Let me introduce you to more of our rituals, Endless Tempest. Soon you will be among us. You will be in us. You will be us. If you guys are new here, first of all, why all the old episodes? Look, because no lie, there's a legit scam-pocalypse. Just a quick remind you guys, there's a Deloitte. There we go. For the last year, I've been running around being Al Gore, preaching the gospel of this graph, this hockey stick graph. This is a graph of bad guys using robots to deceive us, which means there's a bunch of technical mumbo jumbo. You can have robot on robot violence. That's what all the IT and CISOs and all your security training and all of your book learning and all of your blah, 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 blahs do. The real battle is inside your freaking mind. You got to go to the gym. You got to do the reps. You got to deceive and be deceived. And when you do that a lot, there's a word for that. It's called a magician. And guess what? As a group, magicians are very hard to fool. Any one magician might be fooled, but because magicians have no shame about fooling each other all the time, you're able to talk to other magicians, and as a group, they're the most anti-fragile network of spotting deceptions out there. We should all be like that. And to get there, we have to go back through all of the hidden classics of Scam School. Scam School, of course, was the only show dedicated to social engineering at the bar and on the street. 600 episodes. I went out into the bars and on the streets, and I found real humans and taught them how to deceive and be deceived. That's what the whole world needs right now. So we show up every single day. With that in mind, this is nearing the end. This particular episode, episode 90, this is near the end of the initial seed batch of episodes on the YouTube channel, which means some of these became giant hits and others never quite got the chance they had. We've seen episodes go as high as 1.4 million and as low as 4,500. So we place our bets because we're all degenerate gamblers around here. You know how it goes. The modern rogue, gentleman, warrior, and scoundrel. So we gotta make this a degenerate gambling game. And that's why right now, all of you guys are gonna go to guessattack.com. GUESSATTACK. Guessattack.com, and you're gonna place your bets on how many views you think this particular episode got. Top 3 end up getting awards. Gold, silver, bronze, and they get points where it matters most, in my heart. Eventually, I'll tattoo all of your scores across my massive 5 head. That's the Brian Brushwood guarantee. If I don't die before I get to it. If I die before I get to it, it's not going to happen. But otherwise, that's a promise. Oh, the papyrus font doesn't show on my screen? Hold on. Well, let's just do this. Maybe I'll just install papyrus. Fonts. Yeah, we got to get papyrus in there. Download. This is important. What is all this? That's an ad. What is any of this? Oh, look at that. That was a trick. A bunch of these are not the real fonts. 3, 2, 1, paying with nonsense. There we go. We'll extract this. Sure, give me that font. Papyrus, install that bad boy. There we go. If you guys are new here, I have opinions on papyrus. I think it's an important presage, a herald, if you will. So now, look at this. Oh no, I installed the font, but it's not doing anything. Maybe I have to restart. Maybe I have to restart. Here. Copy, kill this, kill all these, kill everything. Murder them all dead. Don't mind that, that's just a Mac. There we go. And then now, guess attack. Oh, there it is. Nice, nice, nice. Beautiful. What a fine font. Yeah, if you're wondering why the affinity for papyrus, look up, just search for papyrus AI. You'll find it. All right, guys, let's check in with our guesses for this particular episode. Oh, by the way, Matt York, if you're still in the chat, that first one, that simple setup punchline of for the rest of the game, you're not going to sink a ball, and then I just end the game, that's a fine short. We should make that one into a short. All right, here we go. The latest guesses. Sine Wave comes in at 69,069. BioCow, 86,069. G. James B., 120,305. Curtis Hoffman, 6956, 50,000. Cappy, 42,069. Hawk Worley, 1.2 million. Flying Car, 176,000. Kuro Medoriku, 80,085. Magic 51, 111,000. Joey 666, 25,000. Argyle Gargoyle, 55,555. Pay it forward, Argyle Gargoyle. James Cobalt, 74,362. Keen Lafford, 20,000. Tyler, 69,420. Jay, 37,001. Charles Rubach, 202,605. Matt York at 43,000. Wago at 25,113. Banterat, 44,000. Earth 56, 35,500. Cliff Horn, 32,000. Endless Tempest, 27,843. Sixter, 4157, 58,600. Dan Homesteader with a conservative 3,600,045. ATL John Boy at 50,000, and the real, actual winning number is 22,310. 22,310. Not bad. Not bad. So let's see who was the winner. Oh, look at this. Ken Lafford. Keen Lafford. Off by 2,310. Congratulations on the gold medal. Sorry, what I meant to say is... Oh, well done. Joey666 with the silver medal, and Wago bringing in the bronze. Well done, team. That's good. All right. So let's talk a bit about, I guess I can reply to all these. Yeah, okay. That is part of it. We do need to do that. So let me turn on the whiteboard. Oh. Oh my God, this is amazing. These are incredible Friday memes. I love it. Nicely done. Very, very good. All right, here we go. God, the absolutely ancient Netflix ad. Okay, let's switch this. Switch account. We'll go to Scam Nation. Oh, content? No. We'll go all the way back to this one. There we go. Now I can do it as Scam Nation. God, the absolutely ancient Netflix ad. I love everything about it. Explaining the instant stream function. Amazing. J-Rock after the park. They need sponsors to pay the host and keep the show running. 6 years ago. Look at this bot thing. My cousin has cool success with it. Of course, you have to be skilled enough to actually sink the 8-ball. Skip the ad. This one comment killed the show. I hope it was worth it. Laughing, crying emoji. That's the right one. Nice video. When Brian set up the second scam, I thought I knew how it was done, so I was surprised they managed to knock the coin on the dollar for a time. Then I found out the scam really did work the way I thought it had. Oh, and the first scam was pretty funny. Oh, look at this. Here's a genuine comment. This is glorious. I have been researching pool hall tables for a while now. I've heard some incredible things and got excellent success with it. Oh, let's see. What's this bot been up to? 3 subscribers. All right. It doesn't say when they... Yeah, joined 2020. Yeah, so 5 years ago. Well, damn you, I just lost the game. Haha. I don't think I would tell anybody my name is Sushi. Okay, I'll be back. Skip the first ad and the second. Winner. Oh my God. Look at all these bots. Who the fuck puts ads in their videos? What? What is this crap? I love you. I love you. Cheapy peepee. There we go. He died on Friday. All right. So let's talk a bit about this new launch because I had an idea. Oh, first of all, I wanted to see. So, quick note. I tried something different. I did a post of the human crazy straw with a different lilt. It had been a few years since I had posted that on here. And originally it was like, look, it's the human crazy straw. But I wondered if a title with a little bit of kind of present tense, like peek into a different era would work. So I just wrote the early 2000s were a hell of a time. And that one popped pretty hard and seems to be in a groove now. Let's see what it's picking up. So only hundreds or so, but the important part is the engagement, which that's great. Above 70, I'm okay with. I like 72, but we're just shy. That's fine. And then we can check on this analytics. And then I've got some goofy ideas for the new video. Yeah, right now, how to win ring toss is the dominant one, which is a fine advertisement for this classic archival channel. But now, let's go to the new sauce, the real stuff. Why is it time metric? So this one is an interesting play. The video is only 69 seconds long, which, by the way, makes me, maybe that needs to be the angle that I go with it. So in this case, with it being so short, there's a cap on how many seconds, viewer minutes, we're going to be able to get on this. And so, let's see. I commented on the Time is Metric video that if the title and thumbnail had sex adjustable in it, it would have gotten 1 billion views. The free SFX effect. Yeah, that's exactly what I went through as well. So what I did was, originally I wrote, "You secretly love sex adjustable time," which I still think there's a place for. Maybe that's what I could do on this wild third one. So right now I'm waiting for data to show up on these because this one rides or dies entirely on the title and thumbnail. So I'm going to change it every hour on the hour today until we find one that clicks. So I'm eagerly awaiting this data. But in this case, overnight, it was a close second. You secretly love sex adjustable time was a close second to why isn't time metric. But why isn't time metric won? So I didn't want to overcomplicate the bet. What was the decision to not make that a short? Because it's time to start playing the game of videos. And the videos game means you have to show up in videos. Because quite flatly, shorts people aren't watching the videos. And that's a universal YouTube thing. And video people don't want the shorts. Meanwhile, the content's great. It's like we got all this market research on incredible ideas, and all we have to do is create them again. And so we went and shot this beautiful gem out on the UT campus. And originally the idea was just going to be fast turnaround, let's go. But it just kept you kept touching it a little bit at a time. And and then suddenly it was a little bit well produced. So right now we've got, in general, here I'll show you what we'll, by the way, the A/B test report is a little bit broken these days. There we go. Okay, so this guy popped above average for a little bit. This is the number we care about, is the click-through rate. And so we want to, overnight, we hit 4.1. And so now we got to stand out for the crowd in a busy time. But these impressions, they're going to start slowing down around 100,000. So right now we want to be ahead of another track. This is where having a bunch of comps is really useful. So in this case, Kaiju Scream at this point was roughly the same. but I was still chugging along. Let's do the first 24 hours. So we hit 74 or 72,000 impressions, and Kaiju was only ping-ponging between 3.5 and 2.3. And then at some point, we discovered this thumbnail that clicked and changed everything. So you can see, since uploaded, you could see that the click-through rate went up, all the way to 6.2. Once that happened, this one was made. We got time to do that for this exact stuff, because look at this. The engagement rate on this, it drops off a lot. Whereas our engagement rate, oh, let's see if we have that data yet. Our engagement rate for metric time is crazy good. Oh, it doesn't have it yet. But if you look at engagement, there we go. Average view duration, 52 seconds. That's 80% of the video, 70% of the entire video. That's hella good retention rate. Hella good. I'm bringing it back. So we know it's engaging and good content. And so really we just got to figure out the right sauce for these. So one of them that I was thinking of is, God, I really want to make the change now. Instead of why isn't time metric for all of these, I was thinking, oh, I don't have the other thumbnail. There's a thumbnail that says why isn't time metric on it. And I was thinking of changing the title to this video is 69 seconds long. So we got a 69 a sexagesimal, and I'm curious whether or not the wildcard image, hot dog fingers, is going to pop, which I think it can, because that's and it's actually not a disappointment, because you're like, what's with all these fingers and the word sex? All of this pays off. It's not an empty promise. Hawk Worley says, I only do shorts to trick my brain and distract from the low views on my long form, but I feel it's starting to clutter up my channel. Very few people are experiencing your channel as a channel. To be honest, well, remember these magic words, Hawk. To what end? The to what end question is, I get a lot of people who want lots of views, but I say to what end, and then they don't have an answer to it. I'd be curious what yours is, because for a business like, and the to what end can change at many times, and you really, in the beginning, to what end was so that Brian could get booked a lot of stage shows. And it was pretty good for that. It wasn't as good as I would like, because you still have to go person to person asking for one person for $1,000. As opposed to later, I figured out that it's much more effective on the internet to ask 1,000 people for $1, which is what we did when we built Scam Stuff. And then now the to what end is to secure keynote speeches about security, because I am uniquely well positioned to give excellent talks about the cross-section of deception and the incoming scam-pocalypse. This one, I swear, guys, the news is, the headlines, it's going to write itself. Like my job is to constantly show up with interesting aha, insights, observations, cool, roguish pivots, you know, gentleman warrior scandal, gentleman warrior scoundrel stuff. All to what end? The to what end is then I get booked for, you know, 5-figure keynotes. The video is 81 centibeats. Oh, you know what? I lost that. Oh, these are competing. That's what's going on. There we go. And then what I could do is I could do this. There we go. I'm no longer a scoundrel. I'm a scandalous scoundrel. So Hawk says, to what end? Success is just the opportunity to do what I'm doing, but more. I'd love to get to the point where I could just do content and stop killing bugs. Great. So with that in mind, that's something that we could workshop, and maybe we'll save this for another time. Is you got to figure out what your the goodwill that you're generating. Where can people get square with you? I don't know. I'll tell you what. Drop me an email. I don't know if travel would permit, but we may want to figure out a way, Hawk, for you to come out to the Wizard Academy class. By the way, Wizard Academy class. Go to wizardacademy.org because next month, we're going to be doing our weird thing. Me, Tom Merritt, Andrew Heaton, Justin Robert Young, teaching a 2-day class. It's awesome. You stay on campus, all your meals catered, you and your significant other. 3 nights, 2 full days, all you could drink beer and wine. Probably get a visit to the Whiskey Vault. I'm allowed to pour for you because I'm a level 1 sommelier. It's going to be a treat. So if you're thinking about it, that is coming up in June 22nd, 23rd. If the theme song doesn't say meow meow, what does it actually say? It says, oh yeah. Scam school, oh yeah. Scam school, oh yeah. And I know this because the original one had a really odd lilt to it. It had like a I gotta find those original Scam School themes. They're on one of these hard drives somewhere. But okay, so where I'm at, this is my next holding block. Is I got to find out what I'm really testing for here. Why is it time metric? And it's hard because I don't get to see what's happening. But basically what we're testing this thumbnail versus this thumbnail. So these are 2 iterations on just Brian and the clock, which is accurate. That's in there. But then there's a conceptual weird one. So I'm hoping the conceptual weird one pops. And if it does, then that allows me to riff on that stuff. Digital Hoarder, you better believe it, BioCow. And now we're finally at the place where I'm sitting on gold, ideological gold. I recently, over the last year and a half, in rearranging everything, migrated 160 terabytes to the cloud. My friend Brady, who's a C-suite executive at a business, says it is the most data he's ever seen migrated in his entire career. He doesn't know of a single enterprise that has that much data. I was like, man, video's big. We got all of it. Digital equivalent of Beanie Babies, except along comes robots who can refine all that. I get eventually, in like 3 or 4 years, I'll be able to press a button and say, compute, create a documentary, go. Bloop, bloop, bloop. Refine themes. Yeah, 160 terabytes. Isn't that crazy? It was a lot. I was very busy for all of 2024. Well, and 2025. And so far, 2026. A lot going on. All right, so in terms of actionable items, I guess what I'll do is, let me jot down these ideas. 1, try this vid is 69 seconds plus metric time. And then you secretly love sexagesimal time. Got it. And a boring one. So that'll be what I do today. Yeah, that's right. One day there won't be a button. It'll just be listening the whole time. That's right. All right, gang. I've got to go jump on the rest of today. Sorry, everything was kind of crazy. I'm going to rethink my relationship with Social Stream Ninja, because if I can use the Restream API and have everything be in this chat, it might be worth just making our own thing. Anyway. All right, beautiful people. I will see you guys. Oh, there we go. You know what it's time for. And that brings this episode of Office Hours to a close. Thank you for everybody who showed up in chat. The Diamond Club is all the elite ones, the real ones, the hardest of the hardcores. Thank you to BioCow, Cliff Horn, Endless Tempest 8753, Sine Wave, Shay, Meow Meow Forever, Charles Rubach, Max Trollbot, and warriors, gentlemen, and scoundrels like you. Bye, guys. See you tomorrow.